what keeps me here is that I can make every dream I have about a better world and what that looks like, I can make every one of those things happen through food. The way that our food system works right now is that the average food that a person eats travels 1,000 miles to get to your plate. And in America, most of the food that we're encouraged to eat is processed and corn-based and not necessarily high nutritional value, and then vitamins and minerals that are in there are extracted from other resources, and so they don't actually come into your system in a good way. And so those, like that right there, we're talking health, we're talking carbon, we're talking being marketed to for a certain kind of food, so that the cultural values and cultural appropriateness of the food is totally ignored. So and let's do one more, is that most of the foods that we eat are not local. They don't come from where we live, so there's not a connection with the place that we're actually living. And so therefore, like, we're missing out on the nutrition, we're polluting the air, we're not conscious of our cultural backgrounds, like through the foods, and we're not necessarily connected to where we're living. And so if you put all of those things back in, so we're gonna grow our own food, so we have the nutritional content, we're gonna eat it together, so we're building community. We're also gonna build a culture around food, because every person's gonna have like a different thing that they're like, oh yeah, I remember this, or you know, that they're doing. And then you just completely cut down. There's absolutely no oil being used, you know, when you're growing your own food like that. They have a compost bin here, so they're really cutting down on their oil use here, because they have their own soil, they're making their own soil, and that cuts down like 4 steps of the carbon that would be going to take that compost somewhere else so you could throw it away. Like to me, it's just like the blessed community comes out of the food. And I also believe that as human beings, we have a human right to be in relationship with our food. And anyone that tells me anything else either isn't in relationship with their food or hasn't thought about it really, you know. And I think that when we look at how humans have evolved, that if we want to stay on this planet, if that's important to us, that we're gonna start paying attention to the food that we eat and the water that we drink. And that will take care of everything. The air will be cleaner, the fish will swim again. Like it's really that simple. So the food movement has celebration built in, because there's food. So getting together and coming together for these things is, I mean, it's fun and it's doing something, you know? And so it's the best of both worlds. Nicole Snyder Soulseed from Cascadian Edible Landscapes and Spring into Bed. And sustainable living is the opposite of poverty. Go live!